Hello guys, and welcome to episode 5 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as the Greenskins on very hard difficulty, and today we are continuing with our fight, or war, with Karakazul. We want to destroy Karakazul before they regain their strength, so that's what I'm going to do. Then I can basically back myself up against the bottom of the Badlands and then push up north against the dwarves. That is the plan. The dwarves are sitting in Iron Rock at the moment, but Black Crag should be okay, and that means that we should be able to send Grimgor to Black Iron Mine. That's the plan. We're going to have Krugger head south. So let's level up Krugger. I'm probably going to give him dripping tips for the enabling of poison attacks in the Lord's army, because that means that all of his units then have poison attack, I would assume, and that's pretty damn awesome. I'm probably going to keep Largag actually up north so that I can keep an eye on the dwarves and what they're going to do. And then we can continue south with the rest of our units. So we'll move on to the next turn since everything was done. The dwarves have actually moved north with their army. We did destroy Thorgrim previously and his huge army, which does kind of leave the dwarves vulnerable. But I think we need to watch our backs first, and then I can push forwards, because we can always destroy another big army again. That's the easy part. What's the hard part is actually being attacked from multiple directions, which has caused the beginning of this campaign to be quite messy. So we got to defeat the following army, Rangni Asgal, to get Battle Masters. We are not going to do that. We're going to have Grimgor probably move over towards Karakate Peaks actually, but before we do that, let's just move over here. We should be able to hit Karakazul in the next turn. That would be good. We can have Krugger move over towards Crooked Fang Fort, and we are going to end the turn there. So the rebellion should pop up at Karakazgal. It has done. We should be able to get our army into Karakazgal soon. So Zufbar has been destroyed, which is actually really good. So that must have been the vampire counts who did that. But under the Dark Moon's glare. Do we want the extra leadership for all forces for 1,500? I think we do that. Sure. We're going to move into normal stance and run round to Karakazgal. And then what we can do is actually recruit some more troops here. So we will grab ourselves a couple more Orc Boys and an Orc Archer Boy unit. Then we can attack Maggot Backbiter in the next turn with that replenishment in place. Okay, so Black Crag should be safe for now. It's very tempting to use Grimgor to hit Karakate Peaks, but we are going to go for the attack onto Karakazul. So let's move over here in this turn, and in the next turn we can actually hit that settlement. We're going to just go into deploy hero for now for Largag, and he's just going to remain there so that we can see what goes on with those armies, see if they start heading towards us again, because Thorgrim is going to take up the mantle of one of those armies and no doubt will want to attack us. But raiding is going on in Karakazgal, but Krugger has his army fully created. Let's go ahead and hit this army. It should actually be pretty easy. Wow, okay, so there's just a lot of archers and Goblin Wolf Riders and Goblin Wolf Rider archers, so I think we have plenty to deal with this. We're just going to quick save it and fight it on the battle map. And here we are. So what I'm probably going to do after this battle is we're going to focus fully on Karakazul and making sure that we delete their latest army. But first of all, we need to do this. So let's just get all of our infantry in a line. Again, this is going to be a battle I'm not going to take too much care in. Just run on forwards with all of my men. Make sure that I actually bring my leader along this time. So let's run on forwards. They're going to retreat to the edge of the map. I'm not entirely sure why. They're doing a Sparta strategy, just running away. But basically this means that we can just surround them pretty easily. They will hit us with a lot of missiles, but we should be safe to win this battle quite convincingly. Gonna have my units on the right here. The Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers and the Goblin Wolf Archers hit their Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. And we'll put them both into skirmish. Okay, let's make sure we are hitting them properly. Should be able to kill off their Goblin Wolf Rider Archers pretty easily, because our units do a lot more damage than theirs. And if they start to lose that engagement, they'll probably just run straight off the battle map. Okay, so let's make sure that our infantry continues the run forwards. The archers are almost in range, but we'll have them move a little bit further up. So the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers on that side are dealt with. Right, we're going to deal with the Goblin Wolf Riders now. It looks like they did give sneaky stabbing to that unit. Let's carry on into their ranged forces here. Looks like Krugger's going to be given the damage resistance, since he did just walk into an entire unit of goblins. Continuing forwards with the rest of our forces. Let's get the nasty skulkers to run on through. They can't stop us from running down their range forces, so that's exactly what I'm doing. So, yeah, the Night Goblins there just ruined them. Gonna force them off the battle map very quickly. Keep charging them down in the center. Goblin Rock Lubber taking a lot of damage. Make sure we kill off the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers with our own. So we're just sort of cornering them. And once we have cornered them, we should kill them off pretty quickly. Make sure we get better attacks onto these Goblin Wolf Riders. We do have armor-piercing missiles, so we're going to do a lot of damage there. We may as well have our archers move up, and their leadership is just falling apart. We're probably just going to have to do the same battle again on a different battle map. Let's just have some loons go through there and kill some men for us. Okay, so that's job done. Decisive victory. We'll move on to the next battle where we'll do exactly the same. But after that battle, it will delete the army, so that's absolutely fine. It's funny how they cornered themselves. It made that extremely easy, and they barely got any kills. So after that, we can take the leadership, and then we'll attack them again with that leadership bonus. Follower gained 4 Krugger, that's quite nice. Also, it might be worth adding some of the followers that we can't use on Grimgor, because I think there was some that he had. No, never mind. We can give income from post-battle loot to Largug though, even though he's not in an army. We can give Krugger the +8 armor maybe, although the Charm Shield is actually pretty nice. It worked out well in that last battle. We can give him the gold sigil sword. We may as well give him the magic resistance for now. So that'll do. Right, let's level up Krugger with savages to get the extra weapon strength for melee infantry. And then we'll carry on to Maggot Backbiter. And I think this time, actually, maybe we just auto-resolve. Yeah, we just do that. I think that's fine. And we'll eat the captives for the replenishment. So we did have the garrison actually reinforcing us in that battle, which is why the auto-resolve was in our favour. We now have the Shield of Tollus. And what we're going to do with Krugger is head towards Dingo Rakas. So we're going to be taking on Cazador. But we may as well actually march into Kradtomen to get the extra replenishment. We can go for savages even more. Grimgor can hit Karakazul. And honestly, we can just assault this straight away. So I'm going to quick save it and we're going to fight it on the battle map. So this is the home settlement of Karakazul. Shouldn't be too hard for us to take. We've got so many archers that should be able to annihilate their forces on the walls. Although they do have quite good armor. We'll have to have our cavalry and stuff sort of start on the edge here so they don't get hit by any of these towers. Unless these towers can fire two ways, in which case we're kind of screwed. I think we're okay. Let's start the battle. We'll have Grimgor climb up on the right side. We'll have the Black Orcs up on the left. Then we'll go like so with the rest of our units. So we'll probably take quite a lot of damage overlapping these forces, but we should be okay. We'll have the nasty skulkers just run up to the wall and reinforce where Grimgor goes up. And then we'll have our cavalry and so on just move up to over here so they can fire in two directions. That's what I was kind of hoping they couldn't do. So we are just going to have to move forwards as fast as we can and cover ourselves by the walls. Actually, we'll probably just cover ourselves over here because there aren't any range forces on the walls here, whereas these thunderers will actually hit my units pretty hard as we approach. Oh, I do need to make sure that my goblin archers are moving up for that matter, because we should already be engaging them. So with my units being here actually, that has meant that they've deployed further over on the left than they probably would normally. What are they firing at over here? Oh, the goblin rock lobbers. Or the doom diver catapult. I don't know why I always call that the wrong thing. It's such a stupid thing. Okay, so my archers are in position. Hopefully they can fire away and do plenty of damage for us. The Araboys. I just refuse to call them Araboys. I'm sorry. Just because it sounds like so stupid. So here goes, the Black Orcs climbing up the walls there. They did take a lot of damage from the Thunderers. Get the nasty Skulkers to join the Thunderers, or join Grimgor attacking the Thunderers. So the plan is just to take the gates, and then after that we can let our other forces through. Let's move forwards these range forces slightly maybe. Although they are doing plenty of damage I feel at the moment. Move them forward slightly. We're going to have these Orc boys help Grimgor. And we're going to get one of them to actually move down and capture the gate. Okay, fire away, Orc archers. There we go. Wonderful. So the idea of moving them closer is that they fire in a bigger arc. Or a higher arc, I guess. Goblins can hit those quarrelers quite nicely. Over here, the orc boys getting savaged by the longbeards as soon as they come up. Which isn't exactly what I was going for. Make sure the nasty skulkers help us out here. Are we capturing the gate yet? Hopefully we do. Here we go. Slowly capturing it. Soon be able to get our units inside. Our Doom Diver Catapult did take a lot of damage. Can't really be used in this fight. Maybe we could attack these quarrelers, but that might be a bit of a waste. I don't know. Because we'll probably hit more of our own men than the enemy. Either way, the Thunder is very dead on the wall there. We're going to make sure we're attacking the Longbeards. Grimgor absolutely smashing them to pieces. Let's give him extra armor piercing damage. And the gates are ours, so let's get inside and we will approach the center square. I'm not sure if we need to stay here in order to make this happen. So I am just going to wait until the units are through the walls in order to move them away. Great stuff. Let's continue the charge on the walls into the miners and quarrelers here. So there should probably be some longbeards defending the center square. Yeah, there are. So maybe we get the squigs to go around the other side. And then we can charge into the back of them. But the majority of their men are probably on the wall. So we've taken quite a lot of damage doing this. Hopefully we can just crush down upon them. And clean up the rest nice and quick. Have the Orc Boar boys ready to charge into the front of them. We'll keep the Goblin Wolf Riders back. Right, the Orc boys can probably move up in front as well. Maybe we get the Goblin Wolf Riders to come around where the squigs are as well. Get the squigs to take out those Thunderers before they fire at us. Good stuff. So the majority of the units on the walls have been dealt with. Okay, the Longbeard's actually coming towards us and engaging our Orc Boar boys. We're going to walk away from that, and they are going to rout. And that is victory. So we don't need to lose any units unnecessarily. We'll end the battle straight away. 556 losses. We did lose a unit of Orc boys. But a close victory still leads to the capture of Karakazul. And our fightiness is currently at plus 11. Will take us up to 78. We are going to occupy Karakazul for the extra replenishment. Crown of Command has been gained and extra captives captured after battle. So let's now go for the pile of shiny stuff, and we may as well start building the ditches, although it might be better off going for the boss's tent to sort out the obedience. That means we don't have to stay in the province for so long. So Grimgor here, what we're going to do is have him go down to Spike Peak and take that. We're going to ignore Black Iron Mine, and the reason for that is because we're going to be spawning a War soon. And once we do, we can send that up north while we head south. So what's going to happen is Krugger's probably going to take on Cazador. Then we'll have Grimgor hit Spike Peak, unless we bring Grimgor and Krugger together to crush Dingo. That might be a better choice. I'm not sure. But either way, what I need to do eventually is take out this Brawling Grounds in Karakazul, because they have gemstones there. The only thing is, we were using the Brawling Grounds to recruit, but we shouldn't be anymore, in theory. So I should be able to get rid of that now and sort out my income. We can upgrade to a heap of shiny stuff there, and we can get the Goblin Watchtower at Cradtommen. So let's do that. I could also upgrade to the Black Crag at Death Pass, but we're losing 722. I think that would make us go into the red, so probably not a good idea. Grimgor has leveled up, so I think what we're going to do is give him Blade Master for the extra melee attack. And Lager can continue with his scouting up north. Good stuff. Dwarves going to be moving back down to Iron Rock. Okay. So not too much happening. Chaos stirs. Gork or Mork. So the lads were wondering which of the gods to shout first in the war cry. Some of the boys want to shout Mork because he's brutally cunning, while the others want to start with Gork because he's cunningly brutal. So Gork or Mork, I guess we're getting Gork. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? We'll go for Mork. Extra fightiness +3 for 4 turns? Yeah, I think that's better. Although we probably should have gone for 4, because that would have popped our Wa. I don't know. I don't really care. We're going to go and move on to Cazador, I think. We're just going to move as far as we can into an ambush stance. And then we're going to have Krugger move up towards Dingo. And we'll go into ambush stance maybe. Although that's going to cause us some attrition. So we won't do that. Okay, Largug is fine where he is. We'll end the turn again. Oh, I should have built the building in our other settlement. I completely forgot about that. That was really bad. So we're going to decline this peace treaty. They're probably going to attack us. No, they didn't. Okay, that's fine. So we have another big battle on its way. That's for sure. At Dringo Rakas. So yeah, I want to build up the Cave of Shinies at Karakazul. That will put us into positive income. Then what I'll probably do is upgrade to Greenskin Burrows at Death Gorge, but we probably want to sort out Death Pass first, because getting this upgraded will give us more units in defense. Okay, can Grimgor siege Cazador yet? No, he can't. So we'll move 50%. We'll go into encamp stance. And we'll probably do the same with Krugger. Although we're going to have to go through the pass here that gives us attrition. And we can go into the raiding, which is good, because that actually gives us positive income. Then maybe, since that's happened, we may as well start upgrading this to Black Crag level 3. Because we are going to make income, which is great. We're on the verge of bankruptcy, apparently. But I think we're fine. Let's just continue. Calagdron was taken by the dwarves. So that's kind of good, because it means that we don't have to attack the Bloody Spears in order to take that. We can just take it off the dwarves now. And Grimgor has spawned a Wa. Okay, so that's good. We will send that up north to Black Iron Mine, as we had planned. We can move Grimgor to attack Dringo Rakas this turn. We're going to encircle that. We will have Krugger come round and reinforce. And this is going to be an absolutely huge battle against Cazador Dragonslayer. Really can't wait for this one. It's going to be incredibly exciting. So let's quick save it and fight it on the battle map. And here we are. So we're probably going to wait for our reinforcements to come in, and then we will charge down the opponents. We can have our Goblin or Doomdiver Catapult fire at the enemy from the get-go, and maybe we can make them come towards us. Just going to spread out my infantry and have the archers behind them as well. The Ara boys. Okay, let's have Grimgor in the center. Start the battle. They are backed up into a corner again. I don't know what it is with this map, but they always seem to do that. Are they going to be able to hit us with their bolt throwers? I think their bolt throwers are just out of range. Yeah, so we can chill out. We can just wait for our reinforcements to arrive. And what I'm probably going to do is have all of the Orc boys grouped up together. With the Black Orcs. Oh, they are moving. Okay, they finally decided to move. So they can take up the middle. Then what we'll do is have the Night Goblins in another group over on the left flank. We'll have the Nasty Skulkers over on the far right. We need to make sure that all of our archers or Aras are together in group 4. Oh, not the goblins. Well, the goblins can sit in there if they like. And oh, we do have some Night Goblin archers there, so they can be group 4. They can be group 5. Grimgor and the goblins can be group 5. I'm sure he'll love their company. Then we got our Forest Goblin Spider Riders and Goblin Wolf Riders. They can take up the left side. Doomdiver Catapult should be able to fire away shortly. Get the mobile cavalry on the right side. And that's pretty much job done. So the Black Orcs are going to be taking damage from the bolt throwers by the looks of things. Oh wow, the Orc boy is being hit as well. Make sure that all of these units are moving up. Have the Orc boys run on forwards. So we are kind of relying on troops we don't have yet. Spread out our men and just charge into them. So if they want to bunch up, that's fine. I think we're fine. We'll have our Orc archers target their Quarrelers. So we'll target that Quarreler unit, target that Quarreler unit, and these two can target that Quarreler unit. Over on this right flank, we have the Wolf Riders, that's fine. What are the the Doomdiver Catapults firing at? Nothing yet. We'll make sure they're targeting some Quarrelers as well. Goblins can open up on the left. We may as well get the Forest Goblin Spider Riders to run round and take out the bolt throwers. Okay, the Nasty Skulkers can move on round. We'll have all of our cavalry move round. And this has turned into a massive cluster already. Absolutely crazy. The Black Orcs holding against 3 units on the left side. Did we get Grimgor involved? No, we didn't. He's standing back as usual. I have forgotten to move forwards. The General. Classic. Okay, let's make sure that we hit the bolt throwers nicely. We do have a lot of archers and so on. Let's get the Nasty Skulkers to hit the dwarf warriors there, and then we can set all of these archers actually to skirmish. Okay, we're going to have these units all run in here, charge down their Quarrelers. Victory is apparently already in our grasp. Let me just make sure that all of our reinforcing archers are in place, and we'll have them firing away. What about the infantry? So we've got all of these Orc boys. They can all run forwards into position. We'll have a couple back up the Black Orcs. And then we'll have some move around to flank. Need to make sure that our Night Goblins continue forwards, because they're actually really useful. And we've left behind another leader. We did it with both armies. How unbelievable is that? Okay, so we're going to charge into the Axe Infantry there. Got rid of the Bolt Throwers. Okay, we're destroying the miners on that left side. The Orc boys here can run into the engagement. We'll have the Night Goblins here, the Regiment of Renown version. The Warlords boys head into this Quarreler unit. And we'll have these Night Goblins coming on the flank on the left side. Okay, these nasty Skulkers can get rid of the Dwarf Warriors on the right flank. Need to get rid of these Quarrelers, so let's go forwards and attack them. May as well charge into them with the Wolf Riders and so on. Getting a lot of missiles into this engagement on the far left. We've completely surrounded them. It's just turned into a big kill pit. And we're killing off the Quarrelers nice and quick with the Orc boys. Okay. So it's just like a rain of arrows there, crushing those units for us. Come over to the right flank now with the Night Goblins. May as well get the unit here, the Doomdiver Catapult, that hit these Dwarf Warriors that are so bunched up. Maybe we can get the units over here to start firing into that as well. Get all the units to fire into that as we carry on through. Well, as soon as they all rout, that is an easy victory. Oh, look at this. Okay, we're going to make sure that the Doomdiver Catapult stops. But look at all of the missile forces firing onto these dwarves. Poor chaps getting absolutely wrecked. Crazy stuff. We're going to end the battle there for a decisive victory. And, well, we actually lost quite a lot of men in Grimgor's army. But that's okay, because Krugger's army is pretty much fully replenished still. With 2,000 men. Great stuff. So, Krugger might even spawn himself a war soon. That would be great. 2 more turns, and that will definitely be the case. So we will occupy Dingo Rakas, and we will start to take over the Eastern Badlands again. So the Teeth Robbers Regiment of Renown is available, and the Hammer of Gork Goblin Rock Lobber. So now Krugger is going to hit Spike Peak, and what we're going to actually do is have Grimgor move over and attack, or not attack, but settle Crooked Fang Fort and Valaya's Sorrow. Then we'll attack Karakazul Peaks in order to take that entire province. So Dingo Rakas, we can get the Greenskin camp here, and we may as well get the pile of shiny stuff to sort out our income. Karakazul will finish the Cave of Shinies in 2 turns. Grimgor has leveled up. So what should we go for now? I think we possibly give him even more weapon strength, because that will take up to another 15%. Extra melee attack would take him up to basically 86 melee attack, which is pretty crazy high. We can get extra ammunition and missile damage for artillery, or we can get extra charge bonus and melee attack for cavalry. I think actually Riders is a good idea, because that I think affects Orc Boar Boys and Goblin Wolf Riders. But unfortunately guys, that has been my time. So an epic battle against Karakazul once again. We have destroyed them at Dingo Rakas, and now we will continue to colonize the Eastern Badlands once again, now that we've reset the public order. Then we're going to move on to Spike Peak. We're going to finish off the Desolation of Nagash, take that province for ourselves, and then we can finish off Blightwater as well. And hopefully everybody will be happy and we can move on north and just crush everybody on our way. It's very nice once you have all of the settlements behind you and you're not being attacked from multiple directions by AI armies. So once that's out of the way, this campaign should get pretty easy actually. It's just the beginning's been pretty rough. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.